No, I'm not gonna call him a scammer. I don't know what my bro does to make money, but that is my problem. So let me make sure that as I sit here, I tell everybody, I'm not Boom Man. Don't think we together. I make money from royalties from records that I got out.
You say
he make money from that don't know no better. That's using them. That's what he doing. Is he not? It's you taking country. But you know when you want some. Boom Man, you can't put a in the music business. You're not in it, bro. You don't talk to no chairmen, you don't talk to no A&Rs, you just talk to street tell them a picture of Future and say, I got Future, you wanna give him Future? And bro, and my thing is, and guess what, nigga?
Like
hold on,
you
stop.
know what I'm saying? Every time I start talking, he started talking.
Because
like, that's like female tendencies to me.
Okay,
bro.
I'll stop.
I don't.
You right.
You don't want the facts to come out.
But you talking about 15 years ago, talk about today. What are you doing
I'm
today?
trying to lead up to today.
No, you trying to tell a story for your customer watching.
Right,
That's why they want you on my just tell me what you're doing today.
I felt like Ray was hating on me.
What made you feel that way?
Man, it's a timeline, Ray.
Let's go. Now go through it. I want you to.
The timeline, it started, like, first I didn't really know it was an issue. But I know when me and JR, we had a podcast. You remember you came on our podcast with JR?
Yeah.
And I felt like you came for me in our own podcast. I felt like I was blindsided. You know, you were saying like, oh, I would never charge nobody for a consultation. Then you was like,
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah,
I thought you just talking about the money.
Yeah, he was like, I don't like, and it was just like out the blue. Like, I would never charge somebody for a consultation meeting. And then it was like, showcases are dumb. I would never do a showcase. And so I'm like, bro, you know these are the things that I do. You feel me? And so then the other thing was,
look, I would like to do it. I like to address it one by one.
All right, cool.
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
Okay, so
I'm just going down the timeline.
No. I want to go down the
How
timeline.
did you feel about that, Ray? What made you say those things to him on his podcast?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something because I'm sitting here with three Atlanta guys. I mean, there's three Atlanta guys sitting here. I got a partner named Pat. Right, I'm gonna say his name Pat for this. I've been knowing Pat since 7th grade. 12 years old, my nigga, love him to death, grew up with him, know his mom, know his cousins, know his sisters, everything. And I'm giving him name Pat for this conversation, but because if I say his name, I'm afraid to say his name, what I'm telling you. Okay. So we grew up together, you know, we get to that age, 21, 22, you know, trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Pat was running off on the plugs. He was just robbing, like I was valet parking cars, and he was like robbing, and I'm being real with you, he was robbing, like, he would just set up, and you know, he Atlanta. So he'll go to the country, Barnesville, you know, all of the small towns, and he just would rob the country nigga on some Atlanta. So I stopped hanging with him. I still love him. I still fuck with him. He my dog. But I know you into some shit that I don't want to be seen next to. So fast forward, I come do Boom and JR show. I'm being honest with you, Boom. I can't sit next to a nigga that does something that I don't agree with, and I can't. I had this. What you didn't understand was I was separating myself from you.
You saying he's a scammer, basically?
No, I'm not gonna call him a scammer. I don't know what my bro does to make money, but that is my problem.
But you could have told me that beforehand.
No, Boom. You don't understand? I'm telling you. I'm coming on your show, to be interviewed.
Right.
You start talking this, you know, and this thing you have, like, you're good at it, by the way. You like nigga, no. You like artists are not, they're spending money, they're gambling, not investing, and there's only 3 ways to wealth, and it's by debt, this, and I'm like, I think I'm in this infomercial. So at that moment, I'm being honest, bro, on some Atlanta nigga, on some shit. Like, this is my life, bro. I feed my mother with this. Everybody in this room gets paid with music. So when I know it's like my nigga Pat. I know he robbed niggas, so it's like, nigga, he's still my nigga. No, hit me out, and
I'm not mad at what Ray Daniels. I'm very aware of Ray Daniels being in the music industry. I'm not too familiar with Boom Man. I'm very familiar with Big Bang. I have nothing but respect for what he's saying. If you know somebody's moving a certain way that you don't agree with, and you feel like you might be associated with that, you probably need to move a little away from it to just for the optics or whatnot. I think that's one of the hardest things for a lot of us not to be able to do, to say that we can separate ourselves. We can still love you from a distance.
Prove it to you.
You got to,
I'm a clip.
You got to make sure
prove it to you. I'm
these clips.
I'm
You know they're
giving
gonna
it to
take
you.
these clips.
Boom, I'm giving it to you. Boom, I'm giving it to you raw,
go
bro.
ahead.
You have 7 minutes to talk. And I listened to it. I got called a hater. I ain't been called a hater since I was a little boy. So I'm like, let me listen. But what I'm saying is so it's like,
hold on. One more other thing. Big Bang, you dead wrong to be busting down chips on this podcast, and you got a hot mic.
It's like, if I got a nigga from the hood that I with, but I know he on some bullshit, but I with him, I ain't gonna not be a nigga homie. It's still my nigga. It's just, hey, bro. So I told you on camera, I couldn't do what you do. I don't understand how you do it. So I'm really at that moment. I'm not coming for you as much as I'm saying, ain't nobody gonna watch us three sit together and be like, them just together. You gonna know. It's like me saying, I ain't with this on y'all. I didn't know he was gonna be talking about that on this show. I thought they was interviewing me, but since he's trying to sell the independent artists in this, I don't do that.
And he don't want to be guilty by association. He is in the music industry. I understand that.
And by the way, you caught it. You did catch it, bro. I'm not gonna act like you didn't catch it, but that was some respect. That was just like, I ain't gonna call it out because it's what you do and it's how you feed your family, but I don't agree with it. So let me make sure that as I sit here, I tell everybody, I'm not Boom Man. Don't think we together. And by the way, let me tell you some other thing.
Why Big Bang looked at him like that?
And boom, I was right. You know why I was right? Because when we left the podcast,
not right.
No, when we left the podcast, you had an armed guard with you, not a security, an armed. Was walking side by side, so that tells me my know he in danger too. Because why the is he having this armed guard walk him to the car?
What? In danger from what?
For whatever he's doing out here.
He has a point. If you doing some fraudulent, you got an arm. But here's the thing about it: if you're in the industry, there's people that walk around with armed guards, but that means you probably got people looking for you. So I can understand where Ray coming from with that.
Let me tell you something.
You wild, Ray.
No,
see that you wild.
Come on, bro.
I got jury on too, but I don't have to.
But you move different though.
No. I don't need to have an armed guard walk me from my work door to my car. If I got an armed guard, that means I know I'm in some. And when I'm telling you on some Atlanta shit, you know what you're doing.
You see what I'm saying?
No, that's his perspective.
But you could say that beforehand. You could say that before you come on the show.
No,
I just said, know walk around with security.
Listen, I just said, Bank, I did not know he was gonna start that infomercial. So as soon as
let me say this.
Yes,
right?
bro, I gotta get away from that.
Let me say this. Basically, you saying.
So I'm gonna have to separate myself from the cap.
Hold up. Basically,
bro, I don't know how you make your money, bro. I just know that. I know that you sell to a certain type of customer.
You said you don't know how I make my money, and now he said he do know how I make my money.
Basically, what Ray's saying is, he felt like you had him in a position to look like he vouching for the shit you on, and he not on that.
Possibly.
No, I'm not gonna say that. What I'm saying is, just in case someone watching thought that, let me make it known I'm not that. That's what I was doing. Just in case someone.
What's that? Like, what is that?
Charging for everything to get in the room with you, selling dreams. Like, I can get you in the room.
Selling dreams?
Dog, boom. We do this for a living, boom.
I don't sell nobody no
boom,
dreams.
you tell me.
Where have you been in the room with me and you heard me selling?
A lot of artistry guys, they try and capitalize on everything. And one thing that they try and capitalize on is time. Here's the thing about it. If you have knowledge, I'm not mad at it. But if you are charging for any and everything, that is shady.
Watch you on the internet.
What? So where did I
sell you giving niggas chains and and I'm the biggest. Boom.
That's being the dream.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Ask me and Boom the same question. Let's play a game. Ask me, Ray, how much do you make from the music industry? And then ask him how much he makes from the music industry. And I make money from royalties from records that I got out.
You say
he make money from that don't know no better. That's using them. That's what he's doing. Is he not? It's you taking country.
Let him say what he got.
I'm gonna tell you something I tell JR all the time, Ray. Just because you loud don't make you right.
I'm not trying to be loud.
I'm just saying, just because you loud don't make you right.
Bro, let me tell you another thing I did. I called JR on my father's grave. You talked 7 minutes straight without me in the room, and I took it.
This is a big thing that goes on in the industry. That's why I'm not mad at it. I definitely understand it. My brothers come from the music industry, so I'm very aware about the shady things that go down. You have someone who has a long track record, Ray Daniels, in the music industry or whatnot, calling out somebody that's actually doing something that he would view as shady behavior. I think it's warranted. And if you have people online that are actually saying things, I even saw in the comment section on this video that people said that online that he's been scamming people for tens of thousands of dollars. That's crazy.
Now, you talked 7 minutes. It was from 1 minute and 12 to 1 minute and 19. It was 7 minutes he was talking about me. And I had it, so now his... Am I not tripping?
You gotta pull it up. Y'all know what he's talking about now.
What I'm saying to you is I'm addressing it one by one. He don't like what I'm saying.
I don't like rebuttal though.
I'm rebuttaling to him. I don't like what he said. I'm rebuttaling to him.
You said it though.
No. But
you said but you gotta let him address.
But it's one more thing. It's one more thing to the story. Now that don't. How you get your money? That's not one thing. I'm worried about the safety. And ask JR. When I left JR on my father's grave, I swear to God, I called JR. I said, I love you, bro. But be careful because this is doing what he got to do to get his money, and I don't want nothing to happen to you.
Dangerous.
Because you don't have armed guards around you, but he does. So that means might think you with him on the shit he doing.
Possibly.
And what's wrong with that? It goes back to my Pat. It's my but you know when you want some shit. Boom, man, you can't put a nigga in the music business. You're not in it, bro.
Damn.
You're not in the music business. You don't talk to no chairmen. You don't talk to no A&Rs. You just talk to the street. Show him a picture of Future and say, I got Future. You want to give him Future? And bro, and my thing is, and guess what, nigga?
Like
hold on, stop. I'm letting you live. I'm just,
like hate to you.
it's the truth.
A lot of guys that are probably unaware about how to get in the industry would probably see Boom and probably be like, oh, hell yeah, I can get down with him. Let me pay him this money. But he might be getting scammed because Boom might have a little more knowledge. I don't know. I'm just speaking just off of what I'm seeing on the interview. I don't want to discredit anybody up here and say that he's doing one thing, but you have an industry guy that's calling another guy out that's supposed to be in the industry as well.
You hating them.
Let me tell you something.
You're not stating facts. You're hating. Fam. That's not.
What fact am I saying? What's not a fact?
Nothing he said is a fact.
What? Say something I said is not a fact, Boom. Tell me.
Okay, cool. So you're saying I'm not doing no music business, but
You said
I said you're not in the
I'm
music
not in the
business.
music business, but I had a catalog. That got artists that's been signed. We had the first conversation we had.
Name the
last time we
artist.
talked
Name the
was Roscoe
artist.
Dash. Was that not in the music?
Roscoe
business?
Dash hasn't been around in 15 years. No, I'm saying that's not the
But-
music.
but
And I'm not
is he
dissing my
gonna let
nigga
me
Roscoe,
talk?
but
Is
he
gonna
got
let me talk. I was quiet.
And Roscoe just was on the Cam Newton podcast speaking of his financial troubles.
I wasn't finished, but go. I can't believe a that sells dreams. I can't believe a
heard
sells
this
dreams
Christian
called
hit
a actually doing it. It's like my you called me out. You supposed to be my nigga. I'm letting you hustle.
When he called you out?
On your
What he said?
nigga could have called me on the phone. Yo, Ray, I ain't like what you did.
Me on the phone.
I did as soon as you said something. Did I not, Bank?
Yeah.
That's why we here, because I called
He
you.
didn't call me. He called you.
I called him and he told me to call you.
Yes, I said.
Man,
I
he
said,
didn't call me.
Because he said you told him
lot
set
of
it
he
up
say,
and
she
moderate
say.
it. No, it's not no he say she say. I work on facts. On his
But
show,
you ain't saying no facts, though,
did he
right?
not say you moderated and you said I'm gonna set it up?
Yeah.
That's why I called you.
Yeah.
So
I would
am I
have
going to be able
been a nigga if I called. I would have been a nigga.
one sided?
Go ahead, let's go.
You gotta let him speak, right?
Let's go.
Go ahead.
This
Speak.
is crazy.
Fujiano, that was a record deal. That was done in the record business.
That you called TA and Daryl Jones.
Okay, so let's start.
You don't get that done without TA.
You see what I'm saying? Every time I start talking, he started talking.
Because
like,
you
that's like female tendencies to me.
Okay,
bro.
I'll stop.
I don't.
You right. You got it, Boom. Go.
All right, cool. Do you even know?
Shut it
I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Let's talk record business. How I even know record? I'm working with Doom in LA, right? I was consulting Tune Day and Shine, right? They own LVRN. Came into my building, sit down with me, was trying to do a deal with somebody else. I ain't gonna call their name. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. I said, nah, bro. Y'all don't need to do that. Tune Day, Shine, FKI. Cause I'm like I said, this year, we telling all truths. We ain't telling no lies. So since I'm not in the music industry, we gonna talk about the music industry. I linked Tune Day and Shine up with my attorney at the time.
Charlie
My-
Rubenstein.
Yeah.
My attorney.
Exactly. That I'm telling you that. But I'm not in the music business though, right? Your attorney is my attorney.
If I call
But
Ty
I'm not-
right now, if I call Ty Rubenstein on speaker, he would say Boom Man is not in the music business.
Okay, that's fine.
He the one that warned me about
But
Boom
he could
Man.
be in a different music business
But
than
you
you're
are not,
in.
exactly. Let me
He said he
finish.
in the independent side of
Let
the
me
music
finish.
business.
Let me finish.
But I'm saying that's what he's saying.
Let me
though, right?
finish,
I'm gonna
right?
call him a scammer though.
Is a scamming going on the independent side then?
I want to make that known.
No,
I'm not saying
let
that.
me-
You
let me-
in,
No,
in so
let me
many
tell you what it
words.
is. I made rich. Let me tell you what happened when you make rich. When you make a rich, you meet the real version of him. When you meet the real version of him, he ain't gonna like you if you didn't like you when he was broke. So when I make rich for a living. So what I'm telling you is when you make a rich, if you lie to him, when he gets rich, he's gonna hate you. So I'm like, you might not, you can't tell.
Hold, break that down. What he said.
Okay, so I have a rule in business. I gotta like you. I gotta love you when you broke, because I'm only gonna like you when you rich. Because when you get money, they change, right?
is
Boom,
true.
man, you know this. Boom, you deal with this all the time. Before he had his name on the chain, the chain on his neck, he was humble. As soon as he get that chain, he arrogant. So what I'm saying is that change when they get money. So the way I do business, I can't lie to bank and tell bank, yeah, just get me, go get. And I know 5 years from now, you gonna figure out I did some to you because you up. So my whole thing is I've dealt with this my whole career. You make rich, he switch up on you. I usually try to tell the jump, everything from the jump, so they can't attack my character. I told you from the jump what's gonna happen. I can easily show my plaques and be like, I'm Ray Daniels. You want to see how much money I got? You want to see, you can get down with me for $5,000 a year. I could do that.
That's what he do.
That's what he does. But I'm also, I know I don't want to put a bullet in my head, and that scares me. And that scares me for my. So I'm like, Get your money, but figure out another way. Dang, when you do good, do I not text you, yo, that thug? I hit every in the city that's killing it. I tried to hit Boom, yo, Boom. Don't nigga.
Hold on, let me just speak on Boom's the way he makes money. I'm not mad at somebody using their name to make money either. I'm not gonna sit right here and say that, because if you have established yourself to a certain level to where people are willing to invest back into you, that is a beautiful thing. But as long as you can actually get them real results, if you have to duck and hide and you have to have security around you all the time because you got people hunting for your head, that's where the problem comes into it at.
I see what you're doing with the credit card, but my shit, man, it's legal. It's legal.
I don't recall.
On my father, I did it. That's why I hit JR. I was like, I tried to talk to Boom. He ain't want to hit my. So I'm just telling you on some French.
Let me ask you something.
Am I gonna be able to finish?
Oh yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, is this a one-sided conversation, or is this, or we having a real conversation? Because I'm trying to get the facts.
Let them get all right.
Okay. I connect to that child with Todd. Todd gets a trickle effect. I connect Dooney and Miguel with Todd. Walk through, help them get a $5 million deal. So first, I connect Tunde and Shy.
Who gave them that $5 million deal? This is what I'm talking about.
Hold on, let me.
I did.
I can't talk. I can't. No, you didn't.
I gave Dooney and Miguel their first deal.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You wasn't in the room with me and Cameron. I was in the room when I was the one in the room with Cameron Stray saying we want $10 million
for Lil Pump.
No, before Lil Pump.
No, this was for Lil Pump.
No, before Lil Pump.
Boom, you gotta remember, I talked to Dooney too.
I'm in the room. I'm talking to him.
Okay. Go ahead,
I'm talking to Cam.
I want you to finish.
It sound like he in the industry then. It don't sound like he even on some independent stuff. He's actually been in some rooms now. See, I'm kind of curious about Ray Daniels' side on this.
I want you to finish. I never wanted to do this, by the way, because you might, and I love you and I know what you do, but
I'm not saying you didn't come after the fact.
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
I'm not saying it. I did say that. What I'm explaining to you is this right here. I'm telling you how the timeline goes. You say I'm not in the music business, but I'm helping LVRN, one of the biggest companies in the music business right now. I consulted them, help them get their first deal.
Now?
No, let me. Can I finish? Can I finish talking?
Talking about what he did in the NBA in 2014.
You just accused me of not being in the music.
You're not.
And I'm trying to show you.
Two days I'm talking to him now.
He never been. He ain't in the music.
He been now. He been in it. Oh, he been in it before.
He said
he been in it, but he not no more.
Now we changing it. So listen, this is what I want.
I would say once you're in the industry, you always in the industry. You always gonna have a resume there.
If we gonna make a point, and then when I bring up my point, if you gonna move the goalpost back,
what goalpost I move?
I'm not gonna.
You said
he's not.
You're not in the
I didn't say he's never been.
Never
I said he's not right now.
It is kind of.
But you don't want the facts to come out.
But you talking about 15 years ago. Talk about today. What are you doing today?
Trying to lead up to today.
No, you trying to tell a story for your customer watching.
Right,
That's why they want you on my. Just tell me what you're doing today.
Right. Why are you yelling?
Because you're trying to sell. I don't want to sell. I want to talk.
No,
I want to tell a story about how I got in the game. And I did this deal. What does a deal 15 years ago with LVRN have to do with it? Boom. It's not. Boom. I want you to. Are you in the music business today?
That's
yes
crazy.
or no?
Why not?
I'm asking. So talk about what you're doing today. Talk about what you're doing today.
Okay, so am I working with Dooney and Miguel? Is Dooney not in the music business?
Yeah.
Am I not working with Dooney and Miguel?
Oh, okay. You see that type of nigga that is?
No, I'm asking you a question. No, I just
imagine me saying, I'm a podcaster. And I talk to bank. I'm a podcaster. Nigga, are you in the music business? What are you doing?
If I'm working with Dooney and Miguel, is Dooney and Miguel not in the music business? Do they not have a deal with Virgin and Universal?
I'm talking about you, man.
But if I'm working with them, I gotta be.
Why you?
See, does he have an actual deal? Is he like a producer deal? Or is he involved in a contract? That's what I'm curious about.
Working with them now instead of AE. Why is it the Lights Global instead of AE?
Now we moving the goalposts.
I'm asking questions.
You see what I'm saying? You moving the goalposts.
We got an hour, man. I just want to get to the point.
I don't listen, man. I'm a man. I don't see, that's like the artist. I don't operate in female behavior.
I can't believe a nigga's talking about what he did 15 years ago. Does Tunde and Sean answer your phone now? Will they do business with you now? That's the question.
I see this gonna be a one-sided conversation.
Hold on, listen. I started with my nigga Pat. You know I said Pat? He run up on plugs. You can't get to the plugs.
I can't get to the hate part because you too busy yelling. Like, I don't argue. Like, females
do
that.
Do you feel no matter what you're doing, he just shouldn't be in your business?
He shouldn't be in my business. Everybody operate business differently. And for you to say my business ain't in the music business and I'm doing music and I'm doing business, you're wrong. That's your opinion. And it don't make you a fact. You're not the god of music.
You're right. You are so right. You said, what you just said, you want to separate yourself from him, right? We started off talking.
He didn't say that. You
What
said
what
that.
you
No,
just
I
said.
said that he wanted to separate
He wanted to separate himself from you. I
said that he wanted to separate
Bro, I'm
himself
listening.
from you.
And
on the show, that's what he
what
was
I'm
doing.
telling you is that's what I did. Boom. It's nothing personal. It's just
Okay, so let's get past that.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Now let's go to the next.
Let's get past
So
that.
you saying he wouldn't even? So how did we get here?
He won't even let me get out there on my business. He won't even let me. He won't even let me explain my business. So he keep trying to say I'm scamming or I'm fraudulent.
I
whatever.
never said. I said he not scamming.
No. You said you didn't
He
say
never said that.
you wasn't gonna
He said the only thing he was doing was things that he didn't agree with.
I think you're a scammer, boom.
But it's so many words.
No, boom, boom.
You paint a
Okay.
picture.
See, this is probably with niggas. So many words. Let me make my words clear. Somebody has
You
to
went out
reread.
talking about your robbery.
Boom.
You don't want it like I'm robbing niggas.
I don't think you're a scammer.
Okay.
Let me look at me, bro, because I think you're brilliant. I think you figured out a hole in the system that no figured out.
Exactly.
And I give you that. But what I'm telling you as a brother is that when someone figures out that hole, they're going to come after you. It's the game. So I'm just. It's like, am I tripping? I'm just trying to teach my some shit.
What he's saying, look, can I say? Can I say what I
Please,
think?
man,
he's
that's what
saying?
you're here for.
What I
Playing
think he's
game.
saying is, bro, at the end of the day, what you're doing is brilliant. They can make hundreds of $1 million, but it's like you preying on niggas because everybody gets mad afterwards.
Okay, so
that's what he's saying.
That's all.
So let me explain it. Let me explain it, and I really want to explain to y'all how it got to this point. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
All right, cool. First,
I think I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. Y'all can watch the rest in this entirety. It's so many levels to the music industry, scamming, doing things the legit way. I think they all kind of scam in their own way when it comes down to trying to, makes people's dreams a reality. Now, I'm not mad at somebody who has worked themselves up and built a name for themselves to actually be able to, have people pay them for their time. I'm not mad at that. But if you're doing things in a shady way, and if it might come back on you, I'm not mad at somebody trying to separate themselves as well because they don't want to be associated with that. The image involved with it. You got people on your top, they might grab him trying to get you because they saw him with you. So that is problematic as well. Now, when it comes down to the whole timeline of how long somebody in the music industry. My brothers were in the music industry. My oldest brother is still in it. My middle brother, I'm not sure if he's fully in it still, but he still has things that's paying him money. But we can't remove him from actually being in it because he's not making any current songs or he's not actually working with people to this day or whatnot. We can't do that. I think once you still have a resume and you have a track record in the industry, you're still tied to it. If you're actually, have legit documentation, if you have real contracts, credits, your name is written down, written, produced by whatever whatever you played a part in. If you're on it, you own it forever. So I think you can still use that to your advantage, but the way how you do that, that's going to be your karma. That's what's going to matter, how people want to come back for you. They want to retaliate, attack you, the whole nine. You have to be very, very careful about that. I'm not mad at Ray Daniels' perspective. A lot of people could probably say that maybe the guy, Boom Man, said that he was hating. Is it hating if you call something out? No, especially if you're more of a blunt vocal person. But to some people's eyes, it could be viewed as maybe you hating on the way how I'm getting my money. I don't care enough to really state if I'm mad about how he getting his money or not. But at the same time, I still think it's one of them things where separation is fine if you don't want to be involved with somebody doing things in a shady way. We all got somebody that we grew up with that we kind of like, nah, I don't need to be with that. But I'll have this link in the description so y'all can watch it in its entirety. It's a very recent interview, so y'all can watch it in its entirety. Make sure y'all like the video, comment below. This is your guy, JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all, peace.